Hey guys, what's up? It's Monklezunky, and today I'm going to show you a guide on Urns. I've noticed a lot of people in this game still don't use Urns, even though Urns have been out for over 2 years. And they're extremely useful and can give up to 20% bonus XP, depending on what type of Urn you use and what skill you're training. Before I get started, I'm going to say in the description, I'm going to list all the crafting levels of all the different Urns and how much bonus XP they get, and all that sort of information. So if you need any information that I don't say in the video, it will be in the description, so just check down there. So first of all, what are Urns? Urns are items that you can make with your crafting skill. These are purchasable off the GE, however you can also craft them yourself in the area where I am right now. There's 6 different types of Urns. There's cooking Urns, fishing Urns, mining Urns, prayer Urns, smelting Urns, and woodcutting Urns. And these will all give bonus XP while smelting, while training these skills. I myself do not find the smelting Urns very useful at all, since they don't work with gold bars and you can't really smelt much else for XP. So, but all the other ones are actually extremely useful, and I'm going to be going over them. So you need different crafting levels to make all the different types of Urns. As I said, that will all be in the description, so check down there. Don't ask me questions, just check down there if you have that exact question. And there's also different tiers of Urn, which I have, for example, down here. The lower your crafting level, the lower level Urn you will be able to make, and these will give less XP. However, you can buy unfinished Urns off the GE and then get an assist to actually make them into Urns that are ready to use. So you don't need a crafting level to make them. However, it's just a lot more convenient if you do have that crafting level. There's a lot of people just standing around the GE that have high crafting levels, so if you really need like a level 76 crafting to make the decorated fishing urn, or level 81 crafting to make the cooking urn, which is the highest level one, you can just ask at the GE, and I'm sure someone around will probably have that level. So in tier from level up, it goes from cracked to fragile to regular urn to strong urn to decorated urn. There's only decorated urns in the fishing and cooking variety, and the mining as well, because I feel it would probably be a little too overpowered if they made a strong or decorated woodcutting urn, since the strong woodcutting urn already gives a lot of XP. The Infernal Iron is actually a little different. You can use the Infernal Iron while killing monsters that drop ashes, such as Abbey Demons and Black Demons and monsters of that type that drop Infernal Ashes. However, it doesn't just work with Infernal Ashes. You can also kill Greater Demons or Lesser Demons, which normally drop Accursed Ashes. However, they also fill up these Infernal Urns just more slowly than the Infernal Ashes do. So I'm going to show you guys now how to make an urn, and then a little bit I'll show you how to use it and how insanely awesome it is. So first of all, if you want to make your urn, you can either buy them off the GE in their unfinished state and then just use a specific type of rune on them. If you want to make cooking urns, they take fire runes. Fishing urns take water runes. Mining urns take earth runes. Infernal urns take air runes. Smelting urns, woodcutting urns take earth runes, and I don't remember which smelting urns take, but I think if I actually fire this in the pottery oven, it will tell me. So you can make these yourself. It actually does give decent crafting XP as well. Okay, smelting urns need fire runes. I guess that's kind of self-explanatory. So they do take a little while to make. You can make these for crafting XP if you want. Some of the higher level urns do give pretty decent XP. For example, once I fire this decorated cooking urn, you'll see. Almost all urns besides the decorated cooking urn actually do give a profit. So these can be a good idea to make for crafting XP as well, if you do wish to do that. However, I would recommend just to buy them off the GE. So after they become fire, they become a decorated cooking urn not ready. That's what the NR stands for, I do believe. And then after that, you just use a rune on it to become active. To actually make the rune the urn initially, you have to come down to any pottery place and go under the type of urn that you want to make, and just click mold with your soft clay in your inventory, and it takes up 2 soft clay per urn, and then you can fire the urn on the pottery oven, and it will slowly but surely make those unfinished urns into fired urns. And then after that, you can just go straight to a bank and withdraw some runes and use them on the urns, and they will become active. I'm going to just show you me doing that really quickly. I think I have 3 cooking urns, so use the fire rune on the cooking urn, and they become ready to use. So as I said, you can buy these kind off the GE, and then you just need to use the runes on the urns themselves, and the urns will become active and you'll be able to use them. I just see so many people that do not even use urns at all. I would highly recommend using really all the urns except for the smelting one, because the smelting one is not very useful, but all the other ones are incredibly useful. And now I actually have a few urns in my inventory, so I can use these at a later date for while I'm skilling. So anytime you're doing fishing or cooking or mining or anything like that, you just want to have the urns in your inventory, and they will slowly fill up, and after a little bit they will become full. All you have to do is have them in your inventory. That's all. You don't have to mess with them at all. You don't have to click on them. Just have them in your inventory while you're skilling, and they will fill up. This doesn't work for all skills. For example, woodcutting urns do not work with ivy. However, I don't cut ivy for woodcutting XP anyway, so that's okay with me. You have to be training a skill where you're actually getting materials in your inventory. For example, ivy, you chop the ivy, but you don't actually get anything for chopping the ivy. Your character just gains XP. There's nothing that appears in your inventory, and that's why the urns don't work with it. However, if you're chopping yews or magics or something like that, the woodcutting urn will fill up. And I'm going to show you guys an example now of how exactly to fill up the urn, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like when you fill up an urn and then teleport it away. I'm chopping some Arctic pine logs at the moment because this is how I train woodcutting. So in a few logs my strong woodcutting urn will become full. Just remember that there is no decorated woodcutting urn. Strong woodcutting urn is as high as it gets, and that's probably because the strong woodcutting urn gives a lot of XP, so they didn't want to make a decorated one that just gave ridiculous XP, I suppose. I'm not exactly sure. I wish they did make a decorated urn, but anyway, in my inventory now it says your strong woodcutting urn is full, and so I teleport it away, and I get a nice 1.6k XP drop. And you can fill up, I would say, a good 15 urns of those per hour. So while woodcutting, that's like a bonus 20 to 23k woodcutting an hour for doing absolutely nothing, just for having some stuff in your inventory. So to me, I think that's totally worth it. It's probably more like 20k XP an hour, because I believe these are about 100k XP per hour cutting, and so with urns in your inventory, that's extra bonus 20% XP, so about an extra 20k XP per hour woodcutting for doing absolutely nothing. So this is just a guide on urns. I'm sorry for a lot of players that already know everything about urns, and this was just a relevant guide, but for the people out there that don't know about urns and needed some info about them, or needed a good excuse to actually be able to use them, here we go. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Feel free to suggest any future guides down in the comments, and I have been listening to suggestions. This guide was actually made after a user commented about urns. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and farewell.